In the desolate expanse of the Arctic tundra, where the biting winds howl like lost souls, a haunting sight emerges, a white fox, its pristine fur marred by a grotesque affliction. This creature, once a symbol of beauty and resilience, now bears the horrific burden of a barnacle infestation. As we draw closer, the stark contrast between its delicate features and the ghastly growths clinging to its skin becomes painfully evident. The barnacles, typically found on the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of coastal waters, have found an unlikely host in this land-dwelling fox, creating a chilling tableau of nature's cruel indifference. Barnacles are marine crustaceans that attach themselves to surfaces, forming hard, calcareous shells. They thrive in salty environments. But in a bizarre twist of fate, these tenacious creatures have adapted to latch onto the fur of our unfortunate fox. The infestation begins innocently enough, with a few barnacles finding refuge in the warmth of the fox's coat. However, as they multiply, they create a grotesque landscape of white and gray, resembling a macabre jewelry of nature. Each barnacle, with its sharp edges and rough texture, digs into the fox's skin, causing pain and suffering. The once agile creature now moves with a painful awkwardness, its body a canvas of suffering, a testament to the relentless grip of these parasitic invaders. As we delve deeper into the biology of this infestation, we uncover the dark reality of survival in the wild. Barnacles are not merely passive hitchhikers. They are opportunistic parasites that exploit the vulnerabilities of their hosts. The fox, in its quest for sustenance, unknowingly becomes a vessel for these creatures, highlighting the brutal dance of life and death that plays out in nature. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, drain the fox of its vitality, leaving it weakened and vulnerable to predators and the harsh elements of its environment. Yet, as we observe this tragic tale unfold, we must confront a deeper moral quandary. The barnacle infestation serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings. Humans, in their relentless pursuit of progress, have altered ecosystems, creating conditions where such bizarre interactions can occur. The fox, a victim of circumstance, embodies the consequences of our actions. In our quest to dominate nature, we often forget that we are but one thread in the intricate tapestry of life. So, as we reflect on this chilling narrative, let us not forget the humor that can be found in the absurdity of nature. After all, who would have thought that a white fox could become a walking barnacle buffet? Perhaps it's nature's way of reminding us that even in the darkest moments, there's always a glimmer of irony lurking just beneath the surface. In the dim light of a weathered barn, a striking white horse stands, its coat gleaming like fresh snow. Yet, upon closer inspection, the beauty of this creature is marred by a gruesome sight. A horrific barnacle wound festers on its flank. This is not a scene from a horror film, but a stark reminder of nature's brutality and the often overlooked consequences of our environment. As the camera zooms in, the barnacle infestation reveals itself in all its grotesque detail. An array of hard, crusty barnacles, like miniature volcanoes erupting from the horse's skin, each one a testament to the relentless grip of marine life on terrestrial beings. Barnacles, those pesky crustaceans that cling to boats and rocks, have found an unlikely host in our equine companion. These opportunistic filter feeders thrive in moist environments and can attach themselves to any surface, including the skin of a horse. When conditions are right, they can proliferate rapidly, creating a colony that can cause significant harm. The horse's immune system, overwhelmed and unable to fend off this invasion, suffers. The barnacles burrow into the skin, leading to painful lesions, infections, and a slow deterioration of health. The once proud animal now bears the weight of this infestation, a living canvas of nature's cruelty. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we discover that barnacle infestations are not merely a result of environmental factors, but a reflection of the interconnectedness of life. The horse, a majestic creature, becomes a victim of its surroundings, a poignant reminder of how human actions, pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction can ripple through ecosystems, affecting even the most unsuspecting beings. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, illustrate a dark truth: nature does not discriminate. It thrives on opportunity, often at the expense of others. In this tangled web of life, we find ourselves at a moral crossroads. The barnacle wound on the horse serves as a metaphor for the scars we inflict upon nature and, in turn, upon ourselves. As we ponder the plight of this noble animal, we are left to question our role in this intricate dance of life. Are we the caretakers of the earth, or have we become its unwitting parasites? Perhaps it's time to reflect on the delicate balance we must maintain with the natural world, lest we, like the horse, find ourselves ensnared in a web of our own making. In the end, while this tale is dark and unsettling, it also carries a hint of irony. After all, barnacles may be the only creatures that can claim they have truly in the shadowy heights of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and the landscape is a breathtaking tapestry of white and gray. A snow leopard prowls, but this majestic creature, often revered for its beauty and grace, bears a horrific secret: a grotesque wound, a parasitic flower that has taken root in its flesh. This is not merely a wound. It is a living testament to the brutal realities of survival in the wild. The flower, a sinister bloom, has burrowed deep into the snow leopard's skin, feeding off its very essence. As it grows, it releases toxins that cause the surrounding tissue to rot, creating a festering sore that is both a marvel of nature's cruelty and a reminder of the fragility of life. The snow leopard, once a symbol of strength, now limps through its territory, a haunting figure of suffering and resilience. But the horror does not end there. As if the parasitic flower were not enough, this unfortunate snow leopard is also plagued by a barnacle infestation. Yes, barnacles, those seemingly innocuous creatures that cling to rocks and boats, have found a way to latch onto the fur of this magnificent feline. These crustaceans, typically associated with marine environments, have adapted to a life on land, exploiting the snow leopard's thick coat as a breeding ground. With their hard shells and sharp edges, they dig into the skin, causing further pain and irritation. Each barnacle is a tiny predator, siphoning nutrients and blood, leaving the snow leopard in a state of constant discomfort. The sight is both fascinating and repulsive, a stark reminder of nature's unyielding cycle of life and death. As we observe this tragic tableau, we are forced to confront a darker truth: the interconnectedness of all living beings. The snow in the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains, a creature of immense power and grace roams. But today, we find ourselves drawn to a bison, a majestic symbol of the American frontier, that bears a gruesome secret. Its massive frame, usually a sign of strength, is marred by a horrific wound, a grotesque tapestry of barnacles clinging to its side like a macabre decoration. This is not a scene for the faint of heart, but it is a stark reminder of the brutal realities of nature. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the dark world of barnacle infestation, a tale that intertwines the lives of animals and the relentless forces of nature. Barnacles, those small, hard-shelled creatures that often cling to the hulls of ships or the rocks along the shore, have found an unlikely host in this bison. These marine crustaceans, typically associated with oceanic environments, can sometimes venture far from their watery homes, seeking refuge on unsuspecting land animals. Bison, with its thick skin and robust body, becomes an unwitting canvas for these parasites. As they latch on, they begin to burrow into the flesh, creating open wounds that ooze and fester, a grotesque display of nature's unyielding cycle of life and death. The barnacles thrive, feeding off the bison's nutrients, while the bison suffers, its health deteriorating under the weight of this infestation. The sight is both fascinating and repulsive, a vivid illustration of survival at its most brutal. The barnacles, with their sharp edges and relentless grip, can cause severe pain and infection, leading to a slow and agonizing demise for the bison. It is a cruel twist of fate, where the very essence of life becomes a source of suffering. As we observe this tragic relationship, we are reminded of the delicate balance that exists in nature, where the line between predator and prey, host and parasite, is often blurred. Yet, as we ponder this dark tableau, we must also reflect on our own role in this intricate web of life. With our insatiable appetite for expansion and exploitation have encroached upon the natural habitats of countless species, disrupting the delicate ecosystems that sustain them. In our quest for progress, we often overlook the consequences of our actions, leaving behind a trail of suffering that echoes through the animal kingdom. The bison, once a symbol of resilience, now stands as a testament to the fragility of life in the face of human indifference. And so, as we conclude this unsettling exploration, we are left with a bittersweet realization: while nature can be cruel, it also possesses a dark sense of humor. After all, who would have thought that barnacles, the ultimate hitchhikers of the sea, would find a way to crash the bison's land party? Perhaps in this twisted tale, we find a reminder that life, in all its forms, is a complex dance of survival, where even the most unexpected encounters can lead to the most shocking outcomes.